Alright, welcome guys at the Prerelease and in the Vimyar. So, I know, like the camera, we got this in the commentary, the camera was working really weirdly today, that day, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to see a left side of the cards, but we're gonna have started with two obstacles, and that is a Snorlax V, so don't worry, I'm gonna guide you through it. I'm your boy Raven, and joining me is, of course, fantastic person called Raven. Hey Raven, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing fantastic. We got an attachment, manually attachment energy to the Obstagoon. Of course, Obstagoon, the brand new card, and we are playing with the brand new rules, right? This is the pre-release, and it's the round one. We're playing with the brand new rules, which means you can't play a supporter turn one, but we see an instance, so you're searching for the brand new evolution Pokemon, right? Like brand new, like just for an evolution Pokemon. And we have on the left side we got the Rotomai, and we've got on the right side one winged. And of course, you know, this is not a name or surname because some players do not want their names and surnames to be here, so they're using nicknames, and it's all fine, it's all good. So there we go. Of course, Obstagoon, right? The brand new Obstagoon. Well, this is not... of course, Obstagoon is the final evolution of the Zigzagoon, because those are two Zigzagoons, and Zigzagoon's ability says that you put one damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon if you play it from your hand. So, no support at this turn. We can see one wing actually browsing his hand. Let's take a look what hand... Right, that is a Dark-type energy attached right to the Zigzagoon, and the Rota you can see holding what looks like 3 energies, Marnie, definitely a Marnie in her hand, as you can see in the top left corner. And ooh, we've got a Pokekit, right? So Pokekit, one of the brand new cards, the cards that search for one of the Pokemon, and One Wing definitely searching for something to bench, because he doesn't really want to be a dog, he doesn't really want to be knocked out, but he also wants to attack. And there he goes, there goes Zigzagoon. We will see the drop from Zigzagoon, and this means, oh, he tapped that super hard, and that's 1 damage. And this is something that I noticed because I hadn't, like, the players had no control. Like, I mean, the operator of the camera had no control. I'm gonna try to keep track of those dices, because those are the illegal dices. You should not play with those dices. You should use the normal D6s, which I think judges will allow it, right? Because One Winged is also a judge. He's not judging this particular event, but I think, they allowed it. So he passed the turn, we got a 1 damage counter, nothing really besides that, and she drew an energy. Let's take a look. No, Linun, we see a Linun. Linun, no ability, but he has the attack that is called... I don't know what, but if you attack, you can switch this Pokemon with one of your bench, and it deals 20 damage. And there's like a common theme to this pre-release, like you see a lot of Zigzagoons, a lot of Linus, a lot of Obstagoons, and not really some V. And there's a Marnie, the brand new card Marnie, so you do shuffle your hand, right? So you do shuffle your hand, and you put that hand at the bottom of your library, right, of your deck, and then you draw. The player that played Marnie draws 5 cards, and you draw 4. Which is quite amazing disruption. And let's take a look at One Winged hand. I've saw the Dark type energy, and I don't know what else is there. Let's take a look at the Remaze hand. We can't really see that. I see Grass type. It might be a Rillaboom. We see Grass type energy. Alright, so there we go. We got a first basic of the chain of Rillaboom, right? The basic, the Grookey, and also we got Minccino, which is also worth mentioning. So Nandrota is actually thinking about the attack, but she passes the turn. There's no attack. One Wing draws the card. I apologize for saying the name. Draws the card per turn, and of course it's a prize, right? We're playing with 4 prize cards only, so that's something you have to keep in mind. There is a lot of noise in the background. There are players just excited. I think there's some games even finishing right now, and right, so right here, One Wing, decided to actually attach the energy to the Zigzagoon, because he was thinking where he wants to attach, and he's trying to attack. Of course, it requires a coin flip or the dice roll, and it hits, and it is for 20 damage, if I remember correctly. So right now, again, definitely there is a number 4, I believe, on that dice. Again, illegal dices, and there we go. We got a Twig a third energy dropping on that Lino. That's a third energy actually dropping on him. We might quickly see a Rillaboom. Are we going to see a knockout? There is a knockout. That is a knockout. There's a first prize card taken out of it, and let me tell you what a prize card that was, what a prize card that is. I don't know. Oh, sorry, that was just my cursor, which should not actually appear on that screen. My mistake. So another one-winged attached energy to the Zigzagoon. We got four damage counters right now on the Linoon. That is an active Pokemon. We have a Quick Ball, the brand new, well, not really the brand new card, but you can also see the brand new switch, the new art, the Quick Ball, just a quick explanation. We've got a Quick Ball in the past, but it got errata. So right now it says play Quick Ball, discard one card from your hand and do search for the basic Pokemon and put it into your hand. So definitely helps a lot if you want to deal some damage with spread like Zigzagoon. And there we go, one-winged again going for that Zigzagoon. Let's take a look what he's gonna go with. There is a Snorlax V, which is still a huge threat. We got a 10 damage on the Linoon, so it's gonna be at 40. Let's take a look. Is that a 40? I believe, yes it is. It is a 40. I am correct. Again, illegal dices. We should take care of them next time, guys. We need to take care of those dice. Like, they're unacceptable. I mean, I have to talk to the production sometimes. Let's take a look. We got a manual attachment to the Snorlax V, so definitely a lucky pull there. Of course, you know, from the Prerelease kit. And we do have a knockout again, second knockout, second prize card taken by the Rhoda here. Oh, whoa, like she is going, you can clearly tell she is going for it, and that's a scoop, that is a 1-0, that is a 1-0 to the Rhoda. That is quite interesting. You know, we have to change to 1-0. There is a change to 1-0, and now the players are talking what they could have done better, what was happening there. And if we see a nice two techniques of shuffling, we see a pile shuffling, and we see just a regular shuffle on the right side. So definitely quite interesting. And the unfortunate part is that the light source was closer to the left side. You know, there was above. There was two Prerelease actually happening, so there was not a lot of room from what I've heard in the game store. And let's take a look. You know, we've got a really fast-paced game, and those are 45-minute games, right? Like, this is the time limit. I know some places do actually have hour and 15 minutes, which I think is really unfair to many players, because again, you just drag it, right? You want to, you know, extend the time of the Prerelease for like 6 hours. No, 45 is enough, especially for this brand new format. And the players agreed, right? Because you don't see really them shuffling their opponent's decks. They both agreed before the game, or maybe during the game, that they will not shuffle, right? That they will trust each other. They will not do a shuffle. They will just be like, okay, fine, you can just go. And this will be a common thread and common theme. We got a full prize card. I don't know who is starting, and the person who goes first has a big advantage. We got a Zigzagoon, and we got a Zigzagoon again. We see and hear some laughs over here, which is really nice. And again, Zigzagoon, really important card in this matchup. You know, they both want to get also to Rillaboom. There's an Aurora Energy and a One-Wing's hand. I've seen, I believe, a Grass type. There's a Dark type energy. There might be a Rillaboom there. There it is. Dark type energy on a Zigzagoon. Let's take a look. Lucky Egg on the other side. Snorlax V, regular Snorlax, and Pokemon Center Lady, I believe. I think it is. And energy. And Grookey. Snorlax V. What a turn. What a turn. Is there going to be a follow-up with a Snorlax? What a turn that was, and manually attachment to the Zigzagoon, and we might see the first damage. Ooh, and a Lucky Egg, right? Lucky Egg, also an old card that is right now being reprinted, and Lucky Egg says that if your Pokemon gets knocked out, you draw up until 7 cards, but this is just a passing of the turn, nothing really here. And let's take a look. One-winged thinking. Amazing bracelets on his left hand, love it. I think I saw a crashing Amma. There we go. We got a Poke Kit, and there is also a crashing Amma. Again, another reprint in the Sword and Shield set. So that is quite interesting, right? That we will see a lot of those reprints. We got Poke Gears, we got crashing Ammas, many others. Oh, this time going straight for Lena, not even waiting and not even preparing the bench. He knows he has to go a little bit faster here, and definitely that is his way of doing things, right? Got a nice shuffle here. Again, both players, they know each other so well. Again, this is Prerelease, this is non-competitive environment, but again, it's exciting because you might go to your own Prerelease and you want to check what is happening. So we will see a second attachment of the energy. A little bit of the bubbly, I think, on someone's side. Okay, there we go, and finally an attachment of the energy. Crushing Hammer again, Crushing Hammer dropping. Is he going to discard the energy? And it is! He discards the energy from Zigzagoon. He buys himself one more turn. Again, remember, Rare Candy also reprinted in this set, so getting to Rillaboom is a lot easier. And we got a 20 damage incoming. So again, 20 damage on the Zigzagoon incoming. And well, let's take a look. We got a Dark type energy in the Roda's hand. And Dark type energy goes straight onto a Snorlax V. We still have Marnie, and Marnie is gonna be dropped on the board. There it is, Marnie. So again, players do shuffle their hands, and they are putting those putting those hands at the bottom of their deck and drawing 4 and 5 cards. So one winged 4 cards, draw that 5 cards. I think I see Grookey on the one wing side. I see Switch and 2 energies. Dark type energy definitely on the Rhoda side right here. Grass type energy as well. And an Incense. Alright, so we might see actually her going for a Twiki, which is the stage 1 of Grookey, and then slowly getting to Rillaboom, right? So not using really a rare candy, but going this way. There might be a rare candy in her hand. We don't know yet. And again, that was a Twiki, right? That was a Twiki. That is an evolution of a Grookey and already evolving it. So one more turn probably until she's gonna go to Rillaboom. And why I'm talking about Rillaboom? Well, Rillaboom is quite important in during the pre-release. Why? He just gets you to energies and you can attach wherever you want, and if you have a Snorlax V like the Rhoda, that is really important. It's not gonna be... I've seen the manually attachment of the energy right over here, but I think, well, wait, what was it? Wait, I think that was a second energy attached from hand in one turn. Wait, can I get a confirmation from judges? I do think that was a second. I do think so. Judges, can we go? I don't think judges saw that, but that was a second attachment of the energy during one turn. Like, she should have one less energy on the board than one winged, and she does have now 2 underneath Snorlax V. So definitely something that, well, judges missed right here. But again, that's a pre-release, right? We got an attachment from a hand onto Grookey. Or maybe no, maybe it wasn't. I'm honestly thinking that might have been. And we've got, of course, 20 damage on bench, and we got a knockout on the Zigzagoon. But Lucky Egg is gonna go, and we'll be able to draw 1, 2, I believe 3 cards. I think she has 4. All right, 4. There we go. So 7 cards being drawn. And I don't know, I have this feeling I will have to, we're going to have to rewatch that tape, because I do think that was a double attachment in one turn. Maybe, maybe I'm wrong, because the One Wing has 3 energies, but he went first, so it means that 1, 2, yeah, I think that was a double attachment of the energy, because that would mean 3, and now it's going to be, yeah, that was a double attachment. I am now positive on that. And down goes Rillaboom, right? The card that wins pre-releases, to be quite honest. Rillaboom attached to energy, to grass type energies to one of your Pokemons. It goes to Snorlax, and Snorlax might actually heal, because Snorlax has 2 attacks. 60 damage, and you can heal for 60. Right, or 170, but Snorlax is asleep. Now, we got a hand attachment, that is correct. We got 2 energies being attached. We got a Snorlax on the board. or Minccino. I do think that was Minccino, actually. Yes, that's a Minccino. And we got a nice Minccino. There we go. We can see clearly that 20 damage on Snorlax, but it's not gonna matter because she actually probably is gonna heal. No, 170 damage. But she can't attack. Like, Obstagoon actually attacked earlier, which means that basics are not dealing any damage to him. That's why Obstagoon is probably going to be one of those decks, one of those cards that is going to be really, really good. And let's go. So Snorlax woke up, so that was 170 damage attack. That did literally nothing. A mainly hand attachment of the energy onto a Grookey. One Wing actually now slowly trying to get himself to Rillaboom, and we got nice 120 right now being on Snorlax V. There it is, 120 damage on the Snorlax V. That's, you know, that's the magic of the Prerelease, right? Like, sometimes, you know, you got those new cards and, well, you don't have that much time to read every single card that your opponent has, and, well, that is the beauty of the Prerelease. You know, you play with the fresh card, the brand new cards, and you can feel that, you can see that being a thing, you can feel that in the air, definitely. So let's take a look. We've got a Rillaboom actually attaching to energy to himself, and the deck's getting smaller again. Deck's only having 40 cards and 4 prize cards, and I forgot, I do apologize, I did actually forgot to get, there we go, we're gonna give a prize card. There was a prize card taken. We got a retreat of 4 actually on the Snorlax V, and, well, we got a Rillaboom attacks for 140 damage, and remember, Obstagoon is actually weak towards grass type, so we will have a 280 damage attack. On top of that, remember, there is the new rule on those cards that resistance is now minus 30. We got a Pokekid, there is searching. I see a Quick Ball, but that's a deck, that's not her hand. There is still Quick Ball. She's searching for a Pokemon, and that is a Chinchino. There we go, that is a Chinchino. So this is the card that resembles a Zoroark GX with the trade ability. You can discard 1 card from your hand and draw 2 cards. I see Twicky. That is a Twicky, and that is also a dark type Pokemon. No, that was a Grookey, I believe. No, that's Twicky. So she's using Chinchino, sorry. What was that? Hello? There we go. I mean, we need judges on her. Like, we need the judges on her, because that was almost an illegal move. Like, she drew cards from the deck and, like, grabbed something from the discard. Like, no, this is unacceptable. Well, fortunately, she was stopped, and Twicky is still in the discard pile. Now, you know, One Wing knows that there's a Linoon in her hand. Like, you can't do things like that. You can't do, right? You know, those, again, we all know that this is a Prerelease. The rules are a little bit loose. Like, for example, that they haven't seen the weakness on the Obstagoon. Like, holy moly, like, why they haven't seen the weakness? There is a Rillaboom, and that is just absolutely crazy what is happening. Oh my goodness, it's a mistake after mistake. That is a mistake. Heaven. Twicky, but what is up? I don't know. Like, I think I have to ask Raven. Raven, what is up? I don't know as well, because that is, wow. That is, I think that's a stress being on the camera. I think, you know, that's playing, you know, with the brand new cards. I think they haven't read the weakness of the Obstagoon. I think they went with what they remembered, that dark type was not weak to the grass type, and, you know, this time actually, well, with the new set, it is weak to a grass type. So this is something that, well, they should know coming into the Prerelease, or at least read the card. So that is quite unfortunate. The 30 damage, I hear the 30 damage right now on the Rillaboom, but holy moly, what is happening? This is, you know, I'm just flabbergasted. What is happening? I don't know. We got it right. We got a Pokemon Center lady in Dorota's hand. We've seen One Winged is he checking the card? And we got a knockout. We got a knockout on the Twiki. That is a knockout for Dorota, and I think that might be a game here. I don't think One Wing actually has anything in his hand or in his power to do. Again, normally he would... Now he realizes the weakness. Now he realizes the weakness. There he is. Now he realizes there is a weakness. And I mean, it's better to realize it now than later. And even with healing, that would not happen because there is a weakness. So that is a game. That is a GG. A great posture from the One Wing, actually, showing, hey, there was a weakness. I do apologize for that. There's a handshake. That is a game. And I'll say thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, for more content. And thank you. Thank you. Goodbye and good night. Let's see you guys in round number 2. See ya.